Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Capricorn October 3, 2024. Today is prime for love, and you'll find people are more considerate of you than usual. There can be friendly exchanges that give you a good sense that you're wanted or supported. Some positive publicity or affectionate dialogues can figure strongly now as Venus and Ceres head into harmony. Venus is the goddess of love and harmony and is working its magic in your zone of communications, connections, and learning. You bring more appeal to your conversations. Achieving your goals comes most easily with kind words and through bonding with others on a mental level. Because a solar eclipse will occur tomorrow, today represents a natural end of a cycle in which reflection is appropriate in preparation for new beginnings to come. For weeks, you've been on a roller coaster ride. This is because eclipse season has been swirling like a tornado. We typically experience 2 eclipse seasons a year, when everything is thrown aside, and our timetables shift intensely. Solar eclipses always bring destined new beginnings and fresh starts, blasting a doorway open to you. Lunar eclipses, though, are incredibly emotional, often bringing a significant ending, breakdown, or breakthrough. The best thing to do is to lie low and keep your antennae up to see what the universe is saying. Be clear about what you want from your professional arrangements. Honor your needs and desires when the moon in your sign opposes Neptune retrograde in Pisces. It is okay to be nitpicky about your working relationships, contracts, and more. Vague arrangements or unclear terms and conditions will not fly. Today's cosmic energy can help you figure out what your boundaries and expectations are if there is a lack of overall clarity in your work commitments. Speak up, be direct, and ask for what you need. You will not regret clearing the air. Today's transit makes you feel relaxed and easygoing. This is a wonderful feeling. As long as you keep yourself active, it can quickly turn gluttonous and lazy if you are not careful. Short, intense workouts are favored so that you can burn off the steam that naturally builds up throughout the day without excuses. Stay away from heavy foods like bread, dairy, and red meat. Enjoy fresh produce, soups, and legumes for energy that won't slow you down. This day marks the beginnings of a good period for you and those close to you, my friend. You will be animated by a powerful vibration to communicate. So, you could be coming to the end of a sort of effective, no man's land, that has been working on you for a while. You may also meet new people, but if you don't, your existing relationships will be consolidated at the very least. While Saturn, in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, may seem misaligned today, any pressure from the moon as it moves through Virgo is fleeting. Additionally, a harmonious aspect to Mars will have long-term implications. This alignment not only kickstarts the week with strong potential for building friendships and relationships but also benefits from Venus progressing through your communication sector and approaching favorable aspects to both. If the moon highlights any issues, the timing couldn't be better. While the moon's clash with Saturn in your relationship sector as it moves through Virgo is a monthly event, with no more planetary activity in your sign after the Sun and Mercury left last week, this is all that it is. As Saturn's friendly aspect to Mars peaks and with Venus, the planet of love moving into the same aspect over the weekend, they are on hand to give anything. This might flush out a voice. Our eyes in the sky. It's easy to get swept up in the hustle and bustle of daily life, isn't it? We find ourselves pulled in a million different directions, juggling responsibilities and commitments, and before we know it, we've forgotten to take a quiet moment for ourselves. But what if I told you that even something as simple as pausing, stepping back, and finding peace in the present could be exactly what you need to restore balance? This is your gentle reminder to check in with yourself today. What helps you feel mentally, spiritually, and emotionally aligned? Maybe it's reconnecting with a favorite pastime, something you haven't indulged in for a while. It could be curling up with a good book, taking a long walk, or simply sitting in stillness, allowing your mind to breathe. Think about what nourishes your spirit. When was the last time you truly prioritized it? Life has this way of constantly demanding our attention, but today, the cosmic alignment encourages you to slow down, recalibrate, and reconnect with what brings you peace. There's something magical about these moments of self-reflection. When we make time to pause and truly listen to ourselves, we often find a renewed sense of self-confidence and clarity. Have you ever noticed how the world seems to slow down a bit when you allow yourself to relax and step out of the chaos? That clarity you're feeling right now is a gift from the universe, a sign that you're on the right path. But here's a friendly reminder: sometimes, when we feel empowered, we might unintentionally come off as overconfident or even a little arrogant. And I know that's not your intention. This is where self-awareness comes in. Today, check in with your emotions. If you're feeling overwhelmed, remind yourself that no one is deliberately trying to get on your nerves. Often, it's just our own stress magnifying the situation. When was the last time you gave yourself permission to truly relax? Treat yourself to some quiet downtime, whether it's a peaceful afternoon or just a few minutes of stillness. This simple act of self-care can work wonders for your mental well-being, helping you regain control of your emotions and approach life with more ease. Now, here's the catch: clarity doesn't always mean it's time for immediate action. Have you ever felt that sudden rush of insight, only to jump the gun and realize you could have approached things more thoughtfully? Don't be afraid to take a step back before moving forward. Just because you're pausing doesn't mean you're losing momentum. In fact, reassessing old plans or revisiting past decisions might be exactly what you need to ensure you're heading in the right direction. Think of it like this: stepping back isn't a setback, it's a strategy for long-term success. If you've noticed some tension building in your relationships, maybe a disagreement or an unspoken friction, this is the perfect moment to dial it back and focus on quality over quantity in your interactions. When was the last time a heated debate really left you feeling satisfied, or even closer to the person you were arguing with? More often than not, these disagreements only lead to more frustration on both sides. Right now, the Sun and Mercury in Libra are working together to encourage diplomacy, harmony, and balance in your relationships. Instead of trying to win the argument or get your point across at all costs, try listening with an open heart. Have you ever experienced the power of simply pausing in a conversation and allowing the other person to fully express themselves? It's amazing how quickly conflicts can dissolve when you create space for understanding and empathy. Approach your discussions with patience, and you'll find that the energy of collaboration brings you much further than the energy of competition. Real progress is made when both sides feel heard and valued. So, as you move through your day, think about how you can bring more balance into your interactions. Whether it's with your friends, family, or colleagues, lead with empathy and openness. You might be surprised at how this shift in energy not only strengthens your relationships but also fosters an atmosphere where everyone feels appreciated.